My type is small women. So what?
This is Guy. He fell in love with Kate.
Oh!
I came across her modelling profile. I was like, wow, she's beautiful. I want to try and date her. And spiraled out of control from there.
And they have started working together on Kate's OnlyFans.
Hold on.
Let me know if it shows too much or not. There you go.
But with Kate being 3'9" and Guy 5'9",
Oh, he looks 6'8".
There is this narrative that people like me cannot get a guy like Guy. So it was a bit bizarre for everybody.
And it's not just their friends who doubted their love.
My parents were very unsure.
We were concerned about his relationship.
I think it's easier to pretend you're something you're not.
We're about to do a shoot
England.
for OnlyFans, which is a recent thing I've started. I've been a content creator for about 4 or 5 years now, and we thought moving over to like OnlyFans would help bring in an income. And it's not like I do the typical nudity or anything like that. It's just what I do on Instagram, but people pay for it. Hi, I'm Kate.
Okay, she's doing OnlyFans, but it's not. There's no...
Shout out to the guys that are buying this, because why are y'all wasting your money? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's...
She literally just said it. It's whatever on my Instagram.
But people will pay for
If
it.
you want to see more of the same pictures that you already post, go over there.
Subscription paid. It's the new age of social media.
She's an entrepreneur.
Gotta have one.
She's an entrepreneur.
I'm a model, fashion blogger, and student. I have achondroplasia, which is a form of dwarfism. There is a lot of people who fetishize dwarfism, obviously, as it's quite different, and the 2% of my following that will comment. And I've got to be so careful to not interact with it, but at the same time, if I do not, I'll lose.
Isn't that promoted though? Aren't you like giving into the fetishizing of your type of people by doing the OnlyFans and putting yourself out there? So you can't be against it.
Spot on. A lot of people fetishize it. Then why do you have a OnlyFans?
That's the whole fetishizing thing, like.
I hate when people eat hot dogs, yet you run a hot dog stand.
But then they always try to they find any way to make it seem like it's okay or it's the right thing they should be doing.
People fetishize it, but then I actively set up a website where people can pay for the fetishization.
Yeah, because she can be doing like cooking videos and stuff, but she's not.
She's doing look at me.
She's doing the look at me content, but then is getting mad at.
She claims to not like the fetishization, but will actively profit off the fetishization.
Guy is actually the one who suggested it.
You ready, Kate?
Yeah, just come in.
I'm Guy, I'm 32. I'm a marine engineer, but I'm also a motorcycle racer. Let me know if it shows too much or not. You are a beautiful small girl, and it was like, you are quite different and you got a unique selling point there. All right?
Yeah, that's fine.
And there's a potential there. Ready?
Yep. We looked at OnlyFans and we saw like how much people were earning, and we thought, why not?
Right, there you are. You're beautiful, Kate.
Hey, as long as she's taking the photos,
It's a business. They're running a business.
I'm okay. He's taking the photos for her.
You buying that, Ryan? You're not buying that? What?
She seems more like Noah's type.
That's what I would say. I was thinking that. I just didn't want to say it.
I'm not into OnlyFans girl.
She's into content creation.
You're not an
I don't know.
She does the content. You do the editing.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those. I think that's one of my favourite shoots that we've done so far, actually. Like, the confidence is there.
Yeah, you look a beautiful lady there.
Thank you.
I like it that you see yourself as a proper lady. You know, you like dressing up. And I wouldn't
Or
be okay
why
with
wouldn't she?
distasteful or pornographic, and a lot of people ask to see things like your boobs and stuff, but that's not going to happen.
No,
You know, it's not what it's about really. It's more about just glamour modelling.
Glam modeling.
Everyone knows what they like, so I do prefer like smaller women. I didn't
The pickup?
It was Kate.
Yeah.
You know, maybe 4'6" or something. But yeah, I like to do things by extremes. So this was Kate's first OnlyFans shoot, which is not as easy to do as it sounds. Trying to find a basketball course that fits her is very difficult. But I worked out that you could get old lady pop socks, which just happened to be the right size for Kate's feet. So that is like, when I found that, I was like, yes, we've got something here.
There's always sort of a way to everything as a little person.
Guy, how did you first meet Kate?
So I was working in the south of France in a shipyard for a yacht. And I was in my bunk, just scrolling through social media.
Oh my God.
And I came across her modelling profile.
Balling.
Wow, she's beautiful. I like the look of that. I want to try and date her. And I sent you a friend request. You accepted the request eventually, after like 9 weeks.
I thought it would be silly not to message him. He's very attractive. His profile picture at the time was him on a yacht, no top on. I looked at his profile 4 times to know he had a good history, and so I was like, yeah, why not? We went on a date in Bristol, and I stayed overnight.
So then it sort of just
What was that?
spiraled out of control from there.
Some of my friends were worried.
Why did you zoom out on her
that I
little
was,
hand? Like her entire hand holding one finger? What was that?
And I stayed overnight.
So then
Why
it
did you do that?
You like that little?
Why did they do that?
Some of my friends were worried that guy was like exploiting me in some way or another. No way, he seems too good to be true. This photo on this yacht, they didn't believe me at all. They were quite concerned that he was like a Tinder swindler on Facebook.
And because you're disabled, I think that some of them thought that they were better than you.
Yeah.
And it's not. You are a beautiful young woman. It's quite an obvious reason why I was messaging you.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of judgment on that end. Out of protectiveness, of course, but it's still a form of judgment.
Now, okay, so what if it's the same girl, but she was normal height, had the same face,
And he came across her profile.
the same head and face? Do you think?
Because I think he's strictly just into little people. Well, I'm sure he sent multiple messages out to multiple little people.
You
If
know.
that's what he's into.
But after 9 weeks, he got the best one he wanted.
There is this narrative that people like me cannot get a guy like Guy. So it was a bit bizarre for everybody. You got me pretty quickly.
Yeah. Within 9 months, I'd given you everything I offered.
Yeah.
The cottage, the dog, living with me. Within 9 months.
I think Guy is probably my first love, because you've taken me seriously, you've done everything that's ticked all my boxes. Whereas previously, my first long-term relationship didn't end that well. So anytime I'm out, I will be looking at people's phones to see if they're pointing towards me. It makes you really paranoid. It's horrible and it makes you feel like an animal. Yeah, it's almost like quite suffocating and horrendous, really, when I'm just trying to do something normal.
But I have told people off before, haven't they, where you've been stalked and followed.
Yeah, like he's very protective and he will just go up. No sort of qualms about it.
The one finger hold.
The one finger, he loves that shit.
Oh, yeah.
You back protected.
He,
I've always tried to keep
whenever he
it
gets a chance.
like nicely and sexy and nice.
No, he just puts his finger out.
Dress up properly like you want.
Come on.
Which can attract people who are just blown away when they see her, and people will follow you and they will stalk you and they will try and touch you.
Thank you.
'Cause sometimes it's the first time I've ever seen a little person, especially a beautiful little person. It's not just that you're small and you're beautiful. I think that's why the OnlyFans is so successful.
My mum, bless her, she hasn't treated me any differently to my brother, but I know there is that extra layer of wanting to protect me. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
How are you?
Well,
Yeah. Mum, how are you?
Oh, they're normal
Good
size.
darling.
My parents were very unsure. So when you first heard I met somebody online on Facebook, what did you really think? Be honest.
Worried.
Yeah? Why so?
we were concerned about his online relationship meetings or not being able to judge a person via text or,
Profile picture. I think it's easy to pretend you're something you're not.
Obviously, before they met him, they had the doubts. They were very wary. They had researched his Facebook. They wanted to know.
They researched my Facebook.
Yeah, you knew they did.
I was in about 10 years ago, so we drinking.
They probably did.
Yeah, you don't really know when you lived a life like that with people.
It's the first thing you have to think of, especially if it's a random stranger that DM'd you from wherever that guy
On a
came
yacht.
from. It's like you have to think that, okay, well, we didn't grow up together. We don't know each other like
What's the
that.
catch?
So why are you messaging me like that?
I'd be waiting for the catch.
I think it's valid for the parents to think that. Because, they can be truly in love, but it's just something I guess they've definitely thought about. With anyone, you don't have to, you can be any size and still think the same thing, honestly.
I agree, yeah.
What were your main concerns when you found out that a random seafarer had contacted her out the blue on Facebook?
That she was going to disappear out to sea somewhere. I've got a little bit of trust in you and what you do, but it might have been an okay thing, which luckily enough it turned out to be an okay thing. You just seemed like the boy next door. Yes, we had a good positive feeling very soon after you walked into our house.
Alright, thank you so much for your input.
We love you.
love you very much.
Love you too. Bye.
Ups to Daisy.
So I don't think that went.
Considering it was your father, pretty well. Yeah, it was more important than with another white person for them to know I was okay, and I was quite keen to come down and meet them as soon as possible so they knew I was genuine. You changed my life because you made me realise that I could have a romantic relationship and be in love with somebody I did not expect to fall in love at all. And it just happened. It was like a fairy tale story, wasn't it, really?
I think you've helped me sort of life-wise. I feel like I could be a woman. You've really built my confidence.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay.
Life's chaotic, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And please don't change. I'm a bit emotional.
So that was true, wasn't it? You say that you're lucky. I mean, no. I can't believe how lucky I am that I've met you.
There we go.
Seems like he has good intentions.
This is the random thing I thought about. All right, let's say you make a joke about her. Is that allowed? Because it's like, oh, that's messed up. You can't joke about people who have a disability. But isn't the goal of someone who's a disability, they want to be treated like a normal person or treated like everyone else? And everyone else is sort of fair game to jokes.
That's what I always think.
So if I were to not make a joke about her simply because of how she looked,
Would be excluding her.
I'd be excluding her,
Yeah.
which would be wrong.
Why do we make jokes about other people like that we react to? It's like,
I just thought of that.
comedians will joke about people that are dead. Even worse, I would say.
We'll joke about catastrophes, historical events that were awful.
I just want to be normal. Well, the normal people get treated like this. People make jokes about normal people. Yeah, if you baby them, like, oh, well, you're just not the same as everyone.
People make fun of really tall people. There's that basketball player, I've been seeing memes of him everywhere.
Long arm?
Yeah.
That tall ass motherfucker.
Like, you can make fun of it. Like, I'd rather be named Boy than Guy.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Yo,
Named
boy.
after school, Boy.
Boy, get over here.
That's my boy.
Like, I'm just 80. It's Boy. Nice to meet you. It's kind of hard.
Grandpa boy.
Yeah, any guys named Guy in the comments? Like, that is a not popular name.
I've never, actually, we know one guy. He's part of Wolfie's squad. His name's Guy.
He is named Guy.
Oh, yeah.
They call him, don't they call him Gee?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dr. Hobbs.
Is it
Dr.
pronounced?
Hobbs.
Is it
but
pronounced Gee?
But his name is Guy, right?
Yeah, I remember one guy I used to wrestle like at tournaments. His name was Guy. That's the only other guy.
Hey, any guys in the comments, stand up.
Or boys.
Comment your name.
Comment your name.